It's not a job, it's a lifestyle. And a lot of people don't understand that. There's tattooists and there's tattoo artists. And the thing that separates them is the dedication and motivation between the two. When they first started, they had primary colors and that's it. Now as you can see, the top of that box has not even a tenth of the colors that are available. That's just the palette that I use. That's the colors that I go to. And then even off that, I can mix off of all of that. You know, back then you had literally 4 to 5 colors if you were lucky, and that's what you had to work with.
Stuff comes and goes in trends. A big thing right now is the white ink craze and glow in the dark. Never get a glow in the dark ink tattoo. That's melanoma waiting to happen. Never put something UV reactive. Those are the things people want to see. The flash things on the 3D tattooing is something that's really big right now. It comes and goes.
I guess you could say nowadays there really are no boundaries. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of people do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing because they're not going to hold up. And in my opinion, that just kind of makes a lot of people look down on you as a professional because you're just doing it because of the wow factor. You're not educating your client on, hey, you shouldn't get that white ink tattoo. It's not going to look good. Your skin is just underneath the skin. It's not going to. You see some of these super hyper realistic, microscopic details in tattoos, and it's just, yes, some of them are going to hold up, but a lot of people push it beyond that boundary, and 5 to 7 years later, it's a blob.
A lot of people want to get the most fine print script that they can, and when you start shrinking lettering down, tattoo ink migrates in the skin over time. So when you try to do these fine loops in like an E, that's going to blur close and you're going to have a really chunky looking C over time. Otherwise, as far as the procedure goes, limitations are usually based on the client, like what's your pain tolerance like?
Does it hurt? I'll be honest with you. Does it hurt, and what does it feel like?
Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Hey, is this gonna hurt? That's the most frequent question. And the answer to that is yes, you're being stabbed.
It feels different on different places of the body. Different people feel different sensations on different places of the body. I know personally, I've heard a lot of people say the hands were terrible. My hands were not.
I think having your blood drawn is far, far worse. You're not actually like going deep into tissue, you're just going through a bit of the dermis, and you're not actually puncturing through so much as setting into.
Realistically, you just have to have a good portfolio, and you have to be able to talk to people. If you can't sell yourself, you can't sell your work. And nowadays, it's getting a lot harder to do that because you have fine artists starting to commit to tattoo careers because now they're taking it farther than there ever was. I mean, it's not unheard of or even that hard to make over 6 figures in this industry anymore if you push the boundaries and you promote yourself properly. The demand's higher than ever. It's one of those things where, again, the sky's the limit.
I try to find a way to fall back on my artistic skill. And like I was just telling you, tattooing is something I didn't think I'd ever really get into. And, I gave it a shot, and here I am making a living. So can't complain there.
Every year, better and better artists are jumping into the industry and making it harder to be known, I guess you could say. You got guys out there that are doing hyper-realism that you can't tell the difference between the photo and the tattoo. And they're doing it to a point where it's aging well, at least as far as we can see right now. Maybe 20 years down the road it might not age so well, we don't know that yet. But as of right now, I've seen a lot of stuff that's 5 to 7 years old. And just in awe of the fact that it actually held up.
I think you kind of do a little bit of everything. Everybody has their own personal style. I draw comic books for a living. If I wasn't doing this, it's just what I'm into. Yeah. But other people are really heavily into wording, or they're into portraits, the new school. There's so many different. Me personally, it's just I've been a comic book guy since I was 2.
Some of, like, I guess you could say the godfathers of the industry are like Paul Booth. He's known for really dark, demonic tattoos. You have Guy Aitchison. He's kind of, I guess you could say, the founder of organics and biomechanical. He's kind of who set that whole movement in motion. And then, you know, you have people like Bob Tyrell. He's an amazing black and gray portrait artist. I think the guy jumped into the business in his late 40s and somehow just hit the ground running and has become one of the best black and gray artists in the world. And you know, people look at you know, television, they see all these artists and they're, oh my god, they're amazing, like Kat Von D and all that. Realistically, she's not even a blip on the map compared to a lot of these people. And you look up their tattoos and you're in awe. You just can't believe it's possible on skin, let alone, you know, you look at it and you see it on paper and you're amazed, let alone living flesh. And they pull it off, and it's amazing.
Bill and a Thin Line Tattoo, Plainfield. You can find us at www.thinlinetattoo.com. Go and check us out.